Okay, we're here today at Burlap and Rags in Rockford, Michigan, where Sally Charnley is going to show us how to do some very basic rug hooking. And we're making, you're actually making a
Well,
corn.
this is just a fun thing to do. This is obviously not a rug, it's an ear of corn, but it's a hooked ear of corn.
So we're going to get,
But you just hold a strip, and these are wide strips, between your thumb and forefinger. The hook is in, and that's just a little crochet hook set into a wood handle. And you go down and bring the end up to the top. And then you just go down and scoop it up and pull it up through and give it a little roll or twist as you come up. Because you want to be sure that you bring the whole loop up from the tail and not putting any pressure on these previous loops. And you're not going in every single mesh. Because this is fairly tight, I'm skipping probably every other mesh, but that's very important. Beginners tend to get really hung up in hitting every mesh, and you don't want to do that.
and what kind of fabric are you using?
This is wool, and this happens to be quite wide cut. We work with very fine strips. This is a tweed, which makes it kind of cool.
The
You
effect
get
is really great.
Yeah, you get a variation of color. These are two pieces. These ends are going to get cut off. You just take a hold of the end and give it a snip.
And you're cutting it just even with the other.
Even with the
loops.
loops. See, there's nothing
And
down
this is
here.
monk's cloth, right?
This is on monk's cloth.
And I see what you've done here is really interesting. So you are able to get it in the hoop. If your piece is too small for your hoop, you're just sewing regular
Right.
cotton fabric, scrap
Just-
fabric on
Exactly.
to make it
Right.
fit, which is a clever idea.
Yep.
So what is the biggest thing you think beginners need to be aware of? On the back, show people how you're holding the wool in the back. You're just
You
kind of
just
pinching
pinch
it.
it. That's the best description I can think of. And you extend your finger and you just pinch it, but keep hold of it so that when you go down, you just slide the hook over the tip of your finger and bring it up, and then roll it up. When I went to class up in Canada, that's the way they teach up there. You roll it up. Now I'm at the end of that piece, so I bring it up. Then you go down in the same mesh and bring up the next one and keep going.
And then pretty soon you have an ear of corn.
And pretty soon you
showed-
have an ear of corn.
So you cut to finish it. What did you do to finish?
Well, you cut the pieces out. You always want to stitch so that it doesn't fray excessively, because any of the backings that we use, linen or burlap or monk's cloth, are all going to fray if you don't give them a zigzag. And then you just put it together. I haven't got my needle
Right, and
threaded,
just-
but
and
a
just-
good strong thread, and then I just whip